Shri Parashakti Vidyala CBSE Class 9 Standard Subject English.
Dear students, hope you fine. Today we are going to learn the remaining part of the lesson, A Truly Beautiful Mind. Lesson 4 in your textbook. In the last session you have learned that Albert Einstein was not accepted as a genius in his childhood, but he got distinction in physics and mathematics. Now I will read the 8th paragraph. In 1900, at the age of 21, Albert Einstein was a university graduate and unemployed. He worked as a teaching assistant, gave private lessons, and finally secured a job in 1902 as a technical expert in patent office in Bern. While he was supposed to be assessing other people's inventions, Einstein was actually developing his own ideas in secret. He is said to have jokingly called his desk drawer at work the Bureau of Theoretical Physics. Here, patent means a document which gives the rights of an invention to an inventor. Albert Einstein was a university graduate and unemployed at the age of 21. Then he worked as a teaching assistant and gave private lessons. He secured a job in 1902 as a technical expert in the patent office in Bern. He called his desk drawer at his patent office as Bureau of Theoretical Physics because Einstein was actually developing his own ideas there. The drawer had the ample proof of his efforts. He had written all his ideas on paper and had kept them there in it. Now I will read the next paragraph. One of the famous papers of 1905 was Einstein's special theory of relativity, according to which time and distance are not absolute. Indeed, two perfectly accurate clocks will not continue to show the same time if they come together again after a journey if one of them has been moving very fast relative to the other. From this followed the world's most famous formula which describes the relationship between mass and energy equal to mc square. Here, absolute means measure in itself, not in relation to anything else. I'll explain the paragraph. Einstein's special theory of relativity was one of the most famous papers of 1905. According to this, time and space are not absolute. In fact, two perfectly accurate clocks will not continue to show the same time if they come together again after a journey if one of them had been moving very fast relative to the other. From this followed the world's most famous formula. This describes the relationship between mass and energy equal to mc square. In this mathematical equation, E stands for energy, M for mass, and C for the speed of the light in a vacuum. Now I will read the next two paragraphs. While Einstein was solving the most difficult problems in physics, his private life was unraveling. Albert had wanted to marry Mileva right after finishing his studies, but his mother was against it. She thought Mileva, who was 3 years older than her son, was too old for him. She was also bothered by Mileva's intelligence. She is a book like you, his mother said. Einstein put the wedding off. The pair finally married in January 1903 and had 2 sons, but a few years later the marriage faltered. Mileva, meanwhile, was losing her intellectual ambition and becoming an unhappy housewife. After years of constant fighting, the couple finally divorced in 1919. Einstein married his cousin Elsa the same year. Here, unraveling means starting to fail. Faltered means became weak. Now I'll explain the paragraph. While he was solving problems in physics, his private life was going through a turmoil. He wanted to marry Mileva Marik, but his mother was against it. She thought Mileva was too old for him, as she was 3 years older than him. She was also bothered by Mileva's intelligence. She was also a bookworm like Einstein. The couple married in January 1903 and had 2 sons, but a few years later the marriage faltered. Mileva lost her intellectual ambition and became an unhappy housewife. They kept fighting with each other, and consequently the couple finally divorced in 1919. Einstein was interested in scientific research and married her because she was also intelligent like him. But her indifferent attitude towards new things made him dislike her. Einstein married his cousin Elsa in the same year. Now I'll read the next 2 paragraphs. Einstein's new personal chapter coincided with his rise to world fame. In 1915, he had published his general theory of relativity, which provided a new interpretation of gravity. An eclipse of the sun in 1919 brought proof that it was accurate. Einstein had correctly calculated in advance the extent to which the light from fixed stones would be deflected through the sun's gravitational field. The newspapers proclaimed this work as a scientific revolution. Einstein received the Nobel Prize for Physics in 1921. He was showered with honors and invitations from all over the world and lauded by the press. Here, deflected means change direction because it hit something. Laud means praise. Einstein published his general theory of relativity in 1915. The newspapers hailed his work as scientific revolution. He received Nobel Prize for Physics in 1921 and received honors and invitations from all over the world. Now I'll read the next paragraph. When the Nazis came to power in Germany in 1933, Einstein emigrated to the United States. 5 years later, the discovery of nuclear fission in Berlin had American physicists in an uproar. Many of them had fled from fascism, just as Einstein had, and now they were afraid the Nazis could build and use an atomic bomb. Here, emigrated means to leave a country permanently. In an uproar means very upset. I'll explain the paragraph. When the Nazis came to power in Germany in 1933, Einstein emigrated to the US. 5 years later, the nuclear fission was discovered by the Nazis in Berlin. It upset the American physicists so much that they were afraid the Nazis would build and use the atomic bomb. Now I'll read the last 3 paragraphs. At the urging of a colleague, Einstein wrote a letter to American President Franklin D. Roosevelt on 2nd August 1939, in which he warned a single bomb of this type exploded in a port might very well destroy the whole port together with some of the surrounding territory. His words did not fail to have an effect. The Americans developed the atomic bomb in a secret project of their own and dropped it on the Japanese cities of Hiroshima and Nagasaki in August 1945. Einstein was deeply shaken by the extent of the destruction. This time he wrote a public missive to the United Nations. In it he proposed the formation of a world government. Unlike the letter to Roosevelt, this one made no impact. But over the next decade, Einstein got ever more involved in politics, agitating for an end to the arms buildup and using his popularity to campaign for peace and democracy. When Einstein died in 1955 at the age of 76, he was celebrated as a visionary and world citizen as much as a scientific genius. Here, missive means letter, especially long and official. Visionary means a person who can think about the future in an original and intelligent way. Now I'll explain the paragraphs. Einstein wrote a letter to Franklin D. Roosevelt, the American president, and warned him that a single nuclear bomb would cause a mass destruction. But the Americans developed the atomic bomb secretly. and dropped on the Japanese cities Hiroshima and Nagasaki in August 1945. Einstein was deeply shaken by the destruction caused by the atomic bombs. He wrote a public letter to the United Nations. In it, he proposed the formation of a world government. This did not prove effective. Einstein, in the next decade, involved himself in politics. He wanted to bring an end to the arms buildup. He worked for peace and democracy. Einstein died in 1955 at the age of 76. He was celebrated as a great visionary and world citizen. The world remembers Einstein as a world citizen because he believed in universal peace. When there was the rat race for becoming atomic power, he was worried about the aftermath of the bomb. He was really a world citizen who was concerned with the humanity. Dear students, I hope you understood the lesson well. Now, based on your understanding of the lesson, answer these questions. What did Einstein call his desk drawer at the patent office? Why? Why did Einstein write a letter to Franklin Roosevelt? How did Einstein react to the bombing of Hiroshima and Nagasaki? Why does the world remember Einstein as a world citizen? That's all for today, students. Thank you very much.